Great rise and beautiful beings, great rise and beautiful beings. How is it going? Y'all already know my disclaimer. If you see a cockroach run up the wall, it's been raining all day. That's what they do. They find their way in here and they call this shit they own, okay? Spirit been talking to me. You know, I tried different pain pills for my cramping. And Spirit was like, it ain't that. And it was really telling the truth. It was saying that the uterus needs oxygen. You know, all this is hypothetically, theoretically, allegedly, right? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. This is my own experiment. Please seek, the right counsel, okay? So, all I could do is think about chlorophyll. They selling chlorophyll, but it's nothing but mulberry leaves, right? So before I turn on my music and do the reading, let's research mulberry leaves. The benefits of mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves are a potent natural superfood packed with antioxidants and a unique compound called D&J, which helps regulate blood sugar. They are widely used in teas and supplements to support cardiovascular health, reduce inflammation, and aid in weight management, blood sugar management, heart health and cholesterol, weight management, high in antioxidants. They are rich in vitamin C, zinc, iron, and flavonoid antioxidant will help reduce oxidative stress. And that's what I feel like my uterus, my fallopian tubes, and ovaries are going through some type of like inflammation, stress. Okay, so a while back, I kept saying, whenever I come on my period, I feel inflamed, right? Like inflammation. Come to find out, the menstruation, the period, is actually an inflammatory response. So when I had one on the Sabian diet, the alkaline diet, I never had a menstruation because the body is purging and shedding the lining through building up so much inflammation. So the inflammation process, and all this is hypothetically, theoretically, allegedly. Women wondering why, gut issues and stuff. Your lower extremities are going through an inflammatory response. That's why they say that the vaginal fluid is acidic. It's below the natural. It's below it's more acidic than alkaline, put it like that, the vaginal fluid, to protect it from like diseases and certain bacteria, right? So your digestion and stuff, like your intestines, you know how they say IBS and all that. So if you have like some inflammatory bowel disease, or prolapse colon and all this inflammation on top of the inflammation that your uterus naturally got to get rid of every 28 days. Matter of fact, one second. What process does the uterus do for menstruation and inflammation? The uterus manages menstruation and inflammation and inflammation by orchestrating a highly regulated immune system. When pregnancy does not occur, hormones trigger the release of inflammatory chemicals called prostaglandins. These constrict blood vessels and cause the uterine muscle to contract, shedding the endometrial lining while simultaneously preventing infection and promoting rapid tissue repair. So, all the women say they stomach hurt. No, baby, you're going through an inflammatory response. And if you go on a 100% alkaline diet, you don't have an inflammatory response. So, of course, this month or whatever, this season, because I'm going through a season, my moon sign is Cancerian. It's the Cancerian month, But I know that my body wants to neutralize the inflammation. And if you eat meat, cheese, starches, anything that turns acidic, it just makes the process work harder. But if you cool the system down and help it out, it might be better. All this is hypothetically, theoretically, allegedly. Okay? You ain't got to take it from me. But the reason why you cramping, the reason why you in pain, 9 out of 10 is because it's chronic inflammation. So, I'm eating these mulberry leaves. It rained. No pain pill could help me. I ate 8 of these. This is my experience. I ate 8 of these at 12 o'clock. The aspirin that wouldn't work, the Midol wouldn't work. Nothing would work. I ate 8 of these and all the cramping stopped. And I promised myself, when I get home, I'm going to eat 8 more. This is going to help bring oxygen. Okay? All right, let me read the part about the inflammation for mulberry leaf. And if it wasn't available, of course I would use the tea. But I want the green living chlorophyll. I want it while it still got life in it. Anti-inflammatory. The active compounds can reduce inflammation throughout the body, which may help alleviate symptoms associated with chronic conditions, arthritis, and sore throats. Traditional uses. In traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, the leaves have been used for centuries to boost the immune system, improve vision, protect the liver, and soothe symptoms. Okay. There you have it. It rained, so I did rinse them off with our sewage water. Because I don't know what they dropping down in that rain. And the sewage water ain't no better. But they living, they green. And I kept saying, why are they different shapes? Why does it look like it's 2 trees in one? And Spirit said it's a male and female all in one. It doesn't need pollination. I said, oh, so the leaves that are shaped like a pear, I got some of them, and the leaves that got 3 teeth on it, I got some of them. So I could get a balance of both of those. Yeah. They got a hint of sweetness. They got a slight bit of mucilage. And they're not bitter at all. They're not sour. They're not bitter. See, grape leaves are sour. And I'm going to get some grape leaves too. I actually seen some grapes growing. Yeah. Yeah. So I just thought maybe y'all should, get that information. Maybe it could help you figure your life out. But yeah, a lot of people have inflammatory bowel problems and they don't understand it. What it is, they just gotta go cold turkey on anything that turns into sugar and acid. And once they do that, like eat like a leafy green, something that soothes the bowel, like cucumbers, apples, like that. They do it for about 2 or 3 weeks. They'll never see this flare up again. You know what I mean? But, I can't tell you. I'm not the scientist. I'm not the nutritionist. All I can do is live from experience. It really helped. I mean, no pill would help me. Oxygen. Chlorophyll puts oxygen in the blood. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Time. Waiting, cycles, and moments. So how's everybody going? This is Revere Skye, RevereSkye'sEssence. Beginnings, new beginnings. Yeah, this is a new beginning for some people. Something about a curse. This is a new beginning. Try again, new direction, start over. Okay? Somebody may have been hexed, gone through some type of witchcraft or negative mentality. It could have been you cursing yourself, okay? But it seems like there's about to be a new beginning away from this mentality, okay? Tell me more about this curse. Shocking. Turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Anything else? Return. Also, Spirit, you know how I was talking about menstruation. Menstruation could be a hex or a curse. You know what I mean? It's not called wombstration. It's called menstruation. It's for the man. So he can survive. It has nothing to do with the woman. What else, Spirit? Fantasy. Clarity. Somebody fantasizing about you. Like they seek clarity about you all the time. Emotional storm. You got this person going through some weird shit, okay? They don't know if you hex them. They don't know if you curse them. They don't know what's going on. They just know they infatuated with you and they have no clue why. Y'all let me know if y'all see a cucaracha, water bug, palmetto bug behind me. Oh, soulmates. You can't make this shit up. This person, you about to go through a new beginning with a person who think that you put a love spell on them. This person that all of a sudden become fond of you, infatuated with you, they really think that they're taking a dose of your medicine. I'll give you an example. Okay, like I got a drinking companion, right? He cool, I'm cool. He ain't coming on to me. Like if he would come on to me, he couldn't come over. So we got something in common. We like to eat, we like to drink, okay? And we like to listen to music. So, but imagine, just imagine, if his mind said, I'll drink or eat anything she give me. I want her to put a spell on me. I want her to love me. I want to love her. You got people out there like that now. You know, they want you to hex them. They want you to curse them. They want you to use witchcraft. You know, they want you to pursue them the best way you know how. So there is definitely some soulmate, deep love, unity, connection going on here. Exhaustion. Someone is also exhausted, depleted, drained from a long journey. Something about building their foundation. This long journey is not something like one travel from jet lag. This is a journey from when child, surviving high school, surviving college, surviving jobs, surviving careers, surviving raising children. This person is depleted from this long journey, okay? Something about establishing a family and security. What else, Spirit? Something about abandonment and one day. They want to establish some type of foundation and security and family. Unlimited possibilities. They feel like anything is possible. Okay. They're trying not to be bitter with you. Something about resentment and confessions. It's like you won't let them get what they want to get off their chest. I be that way sometimes. A person, I just get abrupt and I'm like, no. You know, because I've made up my mind. And it seems like you've kind of put this person on like a back burner to the point where they're like, you don't get me. You won't allow me to explain. You just, you know, like they're trying to confess to you, okay? They want to come clean about stuff. And it's like you're protecting your heart. You're protecting your space. And you're like, you know what? Don't bring that witchcraft. Don't bring that hex. Don't bring them spell words my way. You know what I mean? Something about karma, okay? This person really feels like you could be their karma. There's definitely some intimacy on the rise. This could be multiple associations, okay? Some type of bonding, sensual, and confiding. This could definitely be a runner. Okay, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Ecstasy. So you got a person that want to be intimate with you, and you got a person that's just been trying to confess forever. Okay? They think that you just got them head over heels, chicken with their head cut off. Like they really think you put something on them, okay? Longing. Yeah. There is two people here. One person longing for you. One person want intimacy. The other person want a second chance. Let me find out you got multiple people. There it go. There it go, y'all. Hold on. Let me get it. They get smart. They get smart. But for some reason, like, they only want to come here when I'm about to go to bed. Like, you don't see them running nowhere. It's like they come and sit on the wall and just stare. And like they trying to size me up. So I had to get up and get a broom and boom. But yeah, he coming right in here. He could go anywhere. He could go to the trash can. He could go anywhere. He ain't here for no trash. He here like he's some little drone and he here to watch me, you know? Motherfucker. So, somebody want a second chance. I told y'all, like, if it ever show up behind me, I'm not deleting this video. That is a common thing. And don't get me wrong, I be wanting to sell my herbs and all that, but this shit is common as fuck. Okay? I've been to plenty of restaurants that got flies and all type of shit going on. Okay? Even outdoor, I go to fucking, I go to flea markets, everything. They got flies everywhere. I still buy my food, you know, as long as nothing don't look infested. But, you know, I don't never want like a cockroach in the video because, like I say, I package herbs. I do a lot of stuff, but that's common. Georgia, Alabama, Florida is common for water bugs, cockroaches. Okay? Not hoodlums, not the nigger roaches, not the backpackers that somebody bring their bags in your house and you got a bunch of babies run around. No, not that problem. But okay, so somebody want a second chance, and I just gave that bug a second chance because I couldn't hit him fast enough. He got sense right now. Okay, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. So this person that want a second chance, is he like the intimacy person, the soulmate, or is he the bitter person? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Pride. They pride in a way. They're very arrogant. They're very stubborn, but they want more with you. Bluff. Pretending, mask, exaggeration. They really hurt on the inside. They just bluffing. They really hurt. Heart fog, yeah. They don't know what to do. And they're at a breaking point. This person is mad in love with you. They're going through some type of pain. And some type of finality. Be careful with this situation. Somebody is really obsessed with you. Okay. Be careful. And then imagine if you don't really know the person and they just watch you online all day. And they obsessed with you. And then you could have a guy in your post or anything. And then all of a sudden they just want to take all this anger out on you. You know how crazy that is? Heart fog came out again. I had the whole deck together. Heart fog flipped out. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Yeah, this person is really, yeah, they in pain and only you clinging. Somebody is obsessed with you. I don't know who you are, but somebody is definitely obsessed with you. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully, I was able to help somebody out today. Until next time, unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.